Well, Americans are living longer, but many are not financially ready for those extra years. A new study finds most adults are underprepared for longer lifespans and extended retirements. So money and business expert Derrick Kinney is joining us now to talk about what this means for you and your finances. Derrick, thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure, Morgan. Great to see you.
Good to see you. All right, let's get right into it. This new study shows many Americans are not ready for longer retirements. Why is that such a growing concern right now?
Well, it's big because people are living longer. Look at all the pickleball courts. You can barely find a space to play. And that means people are more active, they're engaged. And when they live longer, that means their money has to work harder to last longer as well. So if they're spending more and they're living longer, that could be a bad recipe for a portfolio that's not planned very well.
So for people who are nearing retirement, getting ready for all the pickleball, what should they be doing right now to make sure that their money lasts?
Well, number one thing, now I sold my business a couple years ago, but as a 25-year financial advisor helping thousands of people go from middle class to millionaire, there was one secret I discovered that worked every time: live on a practice retirement budget. Typically about 2 to 3 years, ideally before retirement. You could do it right before you retire, but practice living on what you think you'll need to live on to test it. And we would have some clients actually deposit their entire paycheck into a checking account. We would then send them what they thought they needed to purely test it. What they realized was they often needed less than they thought, and they could retire early. The worst scenario, Morgan, is the shock and awe of wondering, am I going to run out? If you've tested it, it gives you peace of mind.
Oh, that's good advice. And so, when we're looking at folks like younger adults, it's never too early to start preparing. How can they start preparing now for a retirement that could last 25 or 30 years?
Well, the key is now. And what we know is people's income always meets their expenses at some point. It's like having the neighbor next door that's always loud. You always hear them, and your expenses are the same way. Without controlling them, they're going to be knocking on your door the whole time. So early on, you want to get into a habit of ideally maxing out your 401k or a retirement plan, but living below your means. You want to build a cushion so that you don't depend on, I've got to stay at this job or I've got to keep working as long as I do just to barely make ends meet. If you're saving early, it lets your money work as hard as you do, and that's the key.
You've already given so much good wisdom in this space, but before we let you go, the study mentioned, like I said, most people have not planned for future care. What is one practical step that families can take right now to be better prepared as a family?
Yeah, this is one of those unpopular conversations, Morgan. So let's say you got an older mom or dad, even a grandparent that needs more care than you can handle yourself, and they need to go to kind of a care facility. You need to have that critical family conversation and decide who has the money, who has the time, or who has both to provide for the care for this person. Without having those conversations, it can lead to major conflict. At the moment you most want to care for the person, they don't like you because there's not the money to take care of them. Make sure that doesn't happen to you.
Well, we know these conversations can be difficult. They're not always the most fun topics, but they're so important. So thank you so much, Derrick, for being with us, making us smarter about these things.
My pleasure. Thank you, Morgan.
Have a great day.